Hello, welcome to another Sword Slinger dev vlog. I'm getting very close to release. Be looking out for the release date being in late October or early November, and that's very exciting. So this will probably be the final meaty dev vlog before the release, but we'll see. So let's get right into it. So first of all, there are now achievements. So right now there are 7 achievements. I'm still brainstorming more that I can add, but there are various achievements. For instance, here's Efficient. It wants you to complete a level with an empty trigger or action block. So that's just one example of an achievement that you'll see. They're pretty varied. I'm not going to go over every single one right here. Okay, so the next thing you might notice is that there are now what I'm calling fun buttons. So when you click on buttons, you actually get a little bit more feedback here. You can see how they bounce and rotate a little bit. And if I go ahead and go into game, this is also the case for these buttons too. So I can modify this arrow rotation. If I go to my classic throw, all of these buttons are bouncy and responsive, and that just makes them a whole lot more fun to click. All right, another little fun thing that I added was you can now click the goblins and they will say things based on you clicking them. So that guy blushes, that guy says tickly, that guy says ouch. That's just a fun thing to do. Doesn't really add to the gameplay at all, but I thought it would be fun to see. And likewise, you can click the birds. So if I click the birds, they will caw and then fly away. Again, just a little fun detail. All right, there's also a new option in the options menu. So this is the zoom level. So this zoom level allows you to go one zoom level down from normal. So this is the normal zoom level, and you can see that everything seems kind of crowded. This takes up a lot of space, right? Because this is zoomed as far in as it can be zoomed in. If you want to reclaim some of your space, you can just click that zoom level, change it to smaller, and now you have a lot more real estate to work with here. So that's just a little quality of life thing for you all that felt like it was too cramped. And hopefully that makes things a little bit nicer. I also made some changes to the behavior tracker. So the behavior tracker is this line that shows you what your solution is doing. So let me just go ahead and create a little bit more of a complex solution. There we go. So you can see before this would actually tell you what trigger and what action was occurring, and that would fill up the whole screen. And it would be very cluttered and hard to read. So now it's just the number that corresponds to the behavior block. If you click into it, it now brings up the appropriate number on the left-hand side there. And that hopefully will make it a little bit more readable. So let's just go ahead and add one more thing here. And let's do another throw, why not? I actually want to kill that goblin, so let's just knock that down a little bit. And I missed him. But anyway, so you can see you have a 1 and then a 2, and they are pointing towards the dots all along the line where that trigger action combo executed. And so hopefully that just makes visualizing your solution while you're making tweaks a lot easier. And the final thing that I want to show is my new level organizer tool. So I showed a basic version of this in one of the earlier dev vlogs. This is an enhanced version that allows me to visualize the layout of the levels a lot easier. So you can see here on the left-hand side, I have the mini-map of the level, which allows me to kind of tell what level is what at a glance. It gives me the number of magic blocks that you get. So this 4 means that there are 4 slots. I got some 5 slots here, and there's even a 6th slot for level 49/50. But yeah, so then I have the level index here. So it starts at 0 and goes all the way to 49. So that's 50 levels. And then this string over here tells me how many of each enemy type I have. So for instance, if I go here, I have on level 17, I have 2 goblins, 1 shield goblin, and 0 demons. And the demons are those flying monsters that hatch out of the egg. So here I have 1 of each. So that just allows me to visualize, you know, what the enemy composition of a level is, so I can balance the flow, right? My goal is to be able to just at a glance figure out, get a rough idea of how abrupt the changes are between the levels, right? Because you don't want to jump from a level that's 3 blocks to 5 blocks and then have like tons of new enemies or different enemies that you've never seen before, right? There has to be a nice pacing. And so that's the purpose of this tool, is to add that pacing. And to facilitate that, I've also got when all of the different behavior blocks, or sorry, the different actions and triggers are unlocked. So first level is throw, then you get bounce at level 4 there, then you get the timer at level 7, index 6 there, shoot arrow. So these allow me to, again, visualize, how far apart each of the new behaviors are. And then on the right hand side, I have the ability to move things up or down. So you can see I can just move that first level down as far as I want. And then if I wanted to save that, I could just click save there, and it would reorder all of the levels in the folder that they exist in. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't tried the demo yet, please do. Give me your feedback. Wishlist it if you haven't. It's going to be relatively inexpensive on release. I haven't settled quite yet on a final price yet, but it's not going to be terribly expensive. So if you like the work, if you like the devlog, if you like the game, wishlist it on Steam and purchase it when it comes out. That would really help me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter @Firebelly. Wishlist my game Swordslinger on Steam. A link to that is in the description.